So for all you Mario Kart fans, we have some much desirable news. The fourth wave of Mario Kart tracks are set to release in just 2 days on Thursday, March 9th. The tracks will make their second debut, this time of course on Mario Kart 8 on the Switch platform. And they are DK Summit from the Wii, Mario Kart Circuit from the DS, Waluigi Stadium from the GameCube, and then 3 tracks that are sourced from Nintendo's mobile iteration, Mario Kart Tour, which you can find that on major smartphone platforms. And those tracks are Amsterdam Drift, Bangkok Rush, and Singapore Speedway.
Okay.
Lastly, they are introducing a new track titled Yoshi's Island, as well as another playable character, Birdo, which we remember Birdo from the Wii as well.
Yes, you do remember Birdo.
Yeah, so, and this means that there are just 2 more DLC waves from Nintendo for Mario Kart. Now, again, for some of you who didn't catch the previous waves, these tracks are only available for those who paid the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack tier subscription.
Yeah, that's right.
Which will run you like $50 a year, or which in my case you can grab the permanent buy of the Booster Course Pass for $25. So, in my opinion, I kind of felt like at least if I stopped paying for that subscription, I own them. I own the DLCs.
That's true. What was the? Did you say that there was a Mario Circuit for the Wii or from the Wii, or what was the one? From the Wii?
Mario Circuit from the DS, which I think we saw on the Wii at one point. If I'm not mistaken, I think I played that on the Wii.
It might have been. What was the one for Wii?
It might have been there. That was DK Summit.
Oh, okay. That was.
I'm still waiting for. I think I pronounced it Delfino Square.
Yes. Or Delfino. Yeah, Delfino Square. Yeah, that was a good one too.
that's one of my favorites. Yeah.
No, that's great to hear, especially since I'm actually considering getting the pass for all those tracks and everything. So that way you and I can actually finally play on those older ones. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they're really fun. But the next topic we have has to do with Apple's battery replacements. So we saw the 14 have a battery replacement charge of $99. After March 1st, however, all phones got a $20 boost. For the X through the 13, Apple's now charging $89, and the iPhone SE 8 and earlier are seeing a $69 charge. Now, for me personally, I'm actually okay with the older phones having a higher price hike, mainly because the batteries for those phones are not really being produced that much, so it'd be harder for Apple to send them out as frequently.
Yeah.
My problem is actually having to pay more to replace batteries that Apple would have more in stock of, if that makes sense, since these newer phones, are being produced or have been produced.
Is this with the warranty, or how does this factor into that?
I think this is after the warranty.
Okay, so this is
without. Yeah, that's without the warranty. Sorry, I should have mentioned that before.
No, that's fine.
Now I could be seeing a very odd perspective from this, maybe. But I just feel like those those newer phones probably shouldn't have to have that $20 price hike. But I mean, that's just me.
Yeah, it's hard to know the inside story and scoop on why that is the way it is. But I mean, it always is the same old story of inflation or random media jargon that always reaches the surface that we really don't quite believe in, but.
Pretty much,
it is what it is. Yeah,
it's annoying,
which is actually interesting because there's news over at Mac Rumors that Apple actually once again adjusted their trade-in values.
I saw that as well.
Yeah, and I think they actually started raising some of those, which you guys can check those out in the link below because there's quite a few, and I'm not going to go through all of them. But as far as the battery, I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I don't see the point in increasing it.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all we had from in regards to the battery replacements. So.
Yep. So actually, with things heating up as summer approaches us, Anker, known to many of us as a company that offers a plethora of charging accessories for both Android and iOS users alike, it seems as though they are pushing to make your summer months a little more cool. A product that is expected to arrive in the coming months, which was showcased just recently in the Mobile World Congress that was out in Barcelona, which we also covered the rollable products from last week. Is a battery-powered cooler that can be recharged via a solar panel that sits atop the cooler.
I think I might have seen that, actually.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far to say that it's as funky as a rollable phone, but I like the idea of it. The cooler is actually quite innovative with 50-liter internal storage set to keep your drinks, ice cream, other perishables from melting from the sun. And it actually drops down to an internal temperature of -4 degrees. And it also sports a bottle opener on the side, as well as USB-A and C ports on the opposite side for mobile handset charging.
All it's missing is a speaker.
Yeah, that's true. And it actually also has a fold-out side table, which I like because, it helps when you have to set something down. You need to lift up the cooler because normally the cooler's where you set stuff on top of.
Right.
So, yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool idea. I mean, it wasn't like anything outrageous or crazy, but, I felt like it was worth mentioning just because we are getting on the summertime. And I think the only thing that I'm kind of skeptical about is just the battery being in the heat. So
yeah,
because that's probably
true.
not. I mean, I don't know unless it's maybe there's a way that it cools off by the side.
I was gonna say it might actually use the cooling technology to actually cool the battery while it's outside, but that was my first thought too. But that is actually pretty, no pun intended,
nifty.
Cool.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It's not anything like super advanced or anything futuristic, but I would say it's an efficient tool to use when you're at a party or at a beach or something.
I think it even has, like, if I remember the pictures, it even has like a cover on the side so it protects, like, if in case it's like raining from the USB-C ports. USB-A ports. So I mean, they've
pretty much thought of pretty much thought of everything.
Yeah, they've tried to make it as. I mean, obviously, it's not going to protect you from waves while you're next to the beach.
Oh,
but,
yeah. Gotta use some discernment there.
You gotta use some common sense.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So the next thing we have actually is about Nothing, and we have some renders of the Nothing speaker. This presented by Android Central, thanks to 91 Mobile, shows that this particular speaker is almost cube-shaped, with what looks to be 2 large buttons on the front and a few lights on the sides. Central has speculated that this could have a woofer and a couple of tweeters, just based on the renders we're given. There was no other information given about like the specs or anything. This is obviously just a render. So, based off of that, I mean, Nothing's getting into the whole speaker department here.
I guess so. I don't know if they'll. I'm assuming
I don't know if it's gonna pop off.
I'm assuming this is on a lower level of Sonos, but.
Oh yeah, I mean it's
probably like $100 or something.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, from what the render looked like, the buttons looked like the size of your thumb, and it was like that big. For anyone that doesn't know, JD and I are in a FaceTime right now, so I'm trying to show him this, and it's kind of difficult, but it's about that big, so it's like
a credit card.
Yeah, almost like that.
Except for the rectangle.
Yeah, it's in a cube form, so it's definitely not. And if Paid does price it $100, I will be very surprised because that thing has to pack a punch in that case. But I don't know. It's cool. I mean,
so it looks like really, really cheap.
Well, I wouldn't go far as to say it looked really cheap. Well, maybe it looked like one of those fidget cubes almost, with like the buttons or whatever.
Really? Oh,
yeah, I mean, and maybe again, those are just renders, so it's hard to tell exactly what it's going to be. It is hard to tell
CAD renders. That's always hard.
I would say maybe $30 or $40 speaker if they go a little more higher in the quality of the sounds. And as for the lights on the sides, I don't know if is
that like another Nothing phone type of light?
I was going to say it might. I mean, they were like little LED bulbs or whatever on the side. So
gotcha.
But maybe it goes along with the music or something. I don't know. So yeah, that's all the information we had with regards to the speakers. I don't know if you had any thoughts on it or.
No, not really. I mean, it seems like an interesting idea. I don't know if they're just going to go after like a cube design language for all their accessories and stuff like that, but
yeah,
it's Carl Pay, so it'll be interesting to see how they lay that out.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, before we get into deals, I can't really say that this is the most eye-catching piece of news, but in iOS 16.4 betas, or at least beta 2, there are indications that the general public release will support standalone 5G capabilities, which actually thus far T-Mobile is the only national carrier that currently offers this technology, and could post speeds reaching upwards of 3 gigabits per second. So
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Okay.
I'm kind of excited about it just because I do have T-Mobile, and I know there's a lot of Verizon loyalists out there, which I'm not knocking into you guys.
Well, I think our dad was actually trying to utilize T-Mobile's internet.
He was doing TMHI.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't using this is actually affecting cell service. This is not actually home internet.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yes.
Okay, but that's still, I mean, that's really great. I mean, I have no other thoughts about that, and that's just exciting.
Yeah, I don't really know for sure when we are expecting 16.4. So I'm sure Zolatech is on top of that. He probably has an estimated date. So
he's twittering about it all the time. So
yeah, I think I got like 4 or 5 tweets from him.
I did.
Today.
I got him about that money today while I was working.
I love it when he keeps up with the latest news on Apple. So. Yeah, so with that, we'll jump right into deals. And the first one is the LG C1 series 65-inch 4K TV. This is originally $2,500. It is down to $1,396.
Oh,
44% off. Now, this one came out in 2021, but even my wife was like, I think that's worth like buying and throwing it down in the den because we are currently having our other TV repaired, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So, yeah, I feel like it's a good deal. And LG has really well built-in user interface and such, so I like it.
Yeah, they do. I know because our parents, they have one as well, and I love their UI.
And I have mine up in my living room as well, so it's really smooth. Of course, they don't even have the pointer. We have the pointer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you guys do.
So it's really nice. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And on to the next deal here. This is in regards to Apple. You can get the 2021 16-inch MacBook with the configuration of the 10-core M1 Pro with 1 terabyte storage for $1,999 on Amazon. This would have been $2,700, but with this deal, you are cutting the price down by 26%.
Oh, that's not bad. You said 19, so that's $700.
And with Apple, that's
anything over 25 is insane for Apple.
It really is. And this device is 2 years old, but even still, like for you to get an M1 Pro with 1 terabyte of storage for only $2,000 for Apple, that's pretty good right there. So
yeah, that's a decent price. And actually, on the heels of that, we'll stick with Apple, and that's their 2nd gen Apple Pencil. That is down $40. So it's originally $130. It's down to $90. So
wow.
For those of you guys who want to hop on that or have an iPad that's compatible with that accessory, I would definitely jump on that.
Yeah, for sure. And then moving right along here, JD, I think you'll actually really love this one.
I'm lathered with anticipation.
Okay, good. So Samsung is having multiple deals on their monitors, and one of which is the 49-inch Odyssey G95 NA. And this is a Quantum Mini LED gaming monitor. It went from $2,300 to $1,700. Now, there are also multiple deals with other...
And screen size?
Yeah, well, also with other generations as well.
Oh, okay.
Just to name just a couple here. So the 49-inch Odyssey QLED curved monitor went from $1,200 to $900, and the 32-inch Odyssey 4K UHD curved monitor went from $1,500 to $1,300. So, if you guys looking for a really solid gaming monitor, really great quality, and but waiting for price reduction on that, you can go ahead and head to the links below and get yourself a really solid deal there.
Yeah, and the last one we have, which we also, if they're still good, I also have some other actual games. I think there'll be some Switch, maybe some PS5 games in the description below that have some discounts on them. But the last one we have is, once again, a Pixel phone. This is the Pixel 7. It is from $699 down to $599, so it's 14% off. Decent deal there. We'll probably hit on some Pixel topics here and towards the end. But so remember last week when we brought up the whole SE4, iPhone SE4?
Yes.
Just how it was still in the cards for Apple's lineup next year. And on the heels of that news and, with some logical conclusions, the iPhone 16s will actually be expected to ship with Apple's custom 5G modem, which we kind of I felt like that would be a logical thing just because we saw that the SE4 was going to have it.
Yeah, that does make sense.
So it was I was kind of wondering that myself, but now we are actually getting more and more rumors that this looks pretty solid. And now, of course, previously they've all been supplied by Qualcomm. As of now, it seems that Apple has yet to order any 5G modems from Qualcomm for the 2024 production line, which seemingly implies that Apple is ready to take one more step towards what I would consider 100% in-house component production. So,
which is great. I mean, we've been waiting for that for quite a number of years now.
Yeah, it's been quite a few years that we've been waiting for that. So the reason why I'm excited is maybe the speed, but I'm also excited because I have a feeling that Apple's really going to do a good job with power efficiency on 5G modems.
I mean, you saw that with their own silicone chips.
Yep.
I mean, they do pretty solid job when it comes to their Bionics. So, yeah, I'd say this is
and on
a
top
great
of that,
move.
it's paired with that Bionic chip. They have their own, mobile operating system. So I feel like that's really going to lend well.
Definitely, really excited about that. Next thing we got here is in regards to Apple. It's not much of a spotlight piece of news, but there is a new color up to bat for the iPhone 14 Apple has released. And this color is yellow, and you can pre-order it starting on the 10th of this month, and it'll be available on the 14th. And by the way, the only phones that you can get with the yellow color are the 14 and the 14 Plus. So it is limited to just both of those. But were there any thoughts that you had specifically on this, JD? Or
no, I think I feel like they've come out with better colors in the past. I mean, obviously, I don't know why, but our parents always thought that my favorite color growing up was yellow. I actually don't like
that.
That
was mine, and it's still mine, actually.
That was yours. Yeah, mine is blue, and I don't understand how that factors in. But hey, you have a blue iPhone, so maybe you'll get a yellow one. No, I know you won't give up your Pro.
I don't know.
Although there is some speculation on that. We'll keep you posted.
I'm like
50-50.
I'm one of those rare people that actually don't mind this type of yellow. It's weird because most people are like, that yellow is way too like in your face. Just it's ugly, and me personally, I actually disagree. I think it's a little weird, but also I find it almost warm. It's a very nice color, just and it shows a lot. Sunshine, yeah. But yeah, that's just my thought. I'm not gonna upgrade to it, obviously, but I wish they would have released a second.
I mean, hey, if it does well, maybe they will have a yellow color for like the 15 or the 16.
You and I
Pros.
both know that that's not gonna happen. People are not.
I mean, here's the thing. In my opinion, a premium shade of yellow for a Pro is gold.
Yeah, that's but not yellow.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it'd be great if they did
gold
it that way. But I mean,
gold is great. Most people actually
like
gold. I know our mom got the gold variation for the 13
She got the
Pro.
silver, with the gold bands. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway,
ending off with Google for this episode, the Pixel phones yield great results in photography department. And many consumers are still apprehensive about the performance and capabilities that kind of seem a bit underwhelming to the competition, though. However, we do have a report from a Twitter tipster named Galax, which I think we've mentioned him on this show before in the past. So I feel like he's pretty consistent. He suggests that Google's Tensor chipset expected on the next-gen Pixel phones will run on a 3-nanometer based process. Okay. Currently, the Tensor G2 uses a 5-nanometer process, so consumers should expect a decent jump in both power efficiency as well as performance. Nothing was really mentioned, but this does entice me into seeing just how well the 8th-gen Pixel models will fare in contrast to the current market of flagships that their competitors offer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's great to hear, and I expect nothing less from Google. I'm really excited to see how they roll with this, and
I mean, like I said, I'm definitely excited about it, and I was excited just to test out the Pixel 7 Pro. So to kind of see what they do next year is really going to be impressive, and I'm actually also interested to see how this impacts their photography department as well, just because that plays a big role in it as well. But with all that said, we definitely hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, as well as comment down below if you're listening on YouTube. And you can also catch us on Twitter and Facebook. And we'll definitely be back next week for more news and updates. This is JD and Riley signing off.
Peace out.